Hey guys, today I'm showing you 3 ways to do an e-file manicure. Each nail's done with a different technique. There are lots of tools you can use to push the cuticles, like the ones you see here, but my go-to is always the orange stick. Orange sticks usually aren't smooth, so I just file the tip a bit to make it even and thinner. If you're new to this, it really helps to mark your start and end points, like I do here. It'll make it so much easier when you start lifting the cuticle later. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Now I'm lifting the cuticle from the nail surface. This angle's wrong, don't push like that, and don't use the tip of the orange stick. I'm using the side of the orange stick right here. This part. This angle's right. I'm laying it flat on the nail and using the edge to gently push while lifting the cuticle that's stuck to the surface. This step's super important. If you don't lift the cuticle right, you'll hurt the nail and make your e-file work harder. Next, let's choose the right e-file bit. I've got 2 common ones here. The blue one's coarser and a bit larger, and the red one's softer and slightly thinner. I usually go with the red one. It's softer and a lot safer to work with. One common mistake with e-file manicures is using the tip of the bit. As you can see here, I'm working with this side of the bit instead. So this angle is wrong too, because we're not using the tip of the bit. To work easier and keep the bit moving smoothly, learn how to hold your client's hand in different positions. I set the e-file to forward mode. Keep the speed around 4 to 7k RPM for beginners. 4 or 5k is safe and easy to handle. The first step is just cleaning the dry skin super light, no pressure. I start from the right sinus to the left, and it moves smoothly because I'm holding the hand right. Now it's time to lift the cuticle. The key here is keeping the right angle, about 45 degrees, give or take. I start from the center of the cuticle and work on the left side first. The e-file is still on forward mode and the same speed. With the right angle, I gently lift the cuticle. Those marks I made earlier help guide my movement. Another key thing, the bit should only touch the cuticle from underneath, never the nail surface. That would damage the nail. Important tip, this is another common mistake. When you reach the end point, the left sinus, your hand angle changes. The bit should never touch the sidewalls. It should only glide over the skin. Let's do the right side now. I switch the e-file to reverse, but keep the same speed. We do the same steps on this side, just like before, and make sure to follow all the same details. I keep going until there's no dead skin or rough spots left under the cuticle. In this step, the e-file is still on reverse at the same speed. I go from left to right again. Notice the bit is almost vertical to the nail surface. But I never touch it with the tip. I'm using the edge of the bit to gently move the cuticle outward. Up to this point, everything I've done is the same for all 3 techniques I'm showing you. The only difference is this step here. I'm cleaning the cuticle without cutting, just using the e-file bit. I place the bit on the cuticle and gently pull it upward. This builds a little wall. My pressure's medium, not too light or heavy, and the speed and direction stay the same. You can use a diamond ball bit or this barrel shape. I prefer the barrel one, red band, so it's soft. Proper hand placement is key. It keeps you in control and makes the work safe. If the previous step wasn't done right, where we lifted the cuticle and built that thin wall, it's going to be hard to remove the dead skin now. The cuticle needs to be thinned out slowly, so it turns into a soft layer. That's what lets you remove it easily in this step, without cutting or tearing the skin. So first, I go under the skin once or twice to lift it, then lightly go over the top, and it just peels off smoothly. Now apply a little cuticle oil, just around the nail, not on the nail plate. Grab an old bit, one you don't use for manicures anymore, and gently massage the oil into the skin with it. and here's the final result. Let's move to the next finger and start the second method. But first, look here. See this little split in the cuticle? That means I need to be extra careful with each step. I won't show the shared steps again. Guys, I'm jumping straight to the part that's different. After lifting the cuticle properly, it's time to cut it. If you don't hold your scissors the right way, you'll definitely run into trouble here. I'll show a few common mistakes people make when holding their scissors. The correct way is exactly what you see here. Make sure to rest your index finger right here for support and better control. You need to know how much to open and close the scissors, just like this. That's enough, since we're cutting with the very tip of the scissors. When cutting, keep your hand at about a 90-degree angle, and hold the scissors straight up to the nail surface. Start your cut from the sinus though here. I'm starting a bit higher because of that split we saw earlier. Use only the tip of the scissors and open them just a few millimeters. About 4 or 5 is enough. Remember, never force the cut. Dead cuticle if comes you do, off easily. It'll bleed. So take small, gentle snips instead of big cuts. And stop once you reach the left sinus. Don't go past it. Now look here. We need to smooth out the scissor line and get a clean, even cuticle. I'm using the same cylinder bit, going right along the cut line to even it out and remove any leftover skin. See how the skin here's dry and cracked? A lot of people try to fix that with nippers, scissors, or even nail clippers, but I don't recommend that at all. Cutting won't fix it. It actually makes it worse next time, and the cracks go deeper. The rest of the steps are just like the previous method. I just wanted to mention that you can also use these silicone bits to gently massage the oil into the skin. And here's the result side by side with the previous method. This next method is just like the scissor manicure, but instead of scissors, we're using a nipper, as long as you use it the right way. Holding the nipper correctly is just as important as holding the scissors. Here too, you should only work with the first 2 to 3 millimeters of the tip, nothing more. When cutting, I slightly lift and tilt my hand so I can work with the tip of the nipper. I'm only cutting from the top, following the cuticle line I created with the E-file, all the way to the end point, the left sinus. Take your time, don't rush this step, just work slowly and gently. The next steps are exactly the same as before, so I won't show them again in this method too. You need to smooth out the cut line, make it clean and even. Here you can see all 3 side by side. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite.